In this video, we'll see how to filter items in a list. We have some transactions from our company containing many information like date of invoice, invoice number, customer, product line, quantities, the turnover, cost of goods, and salesperson. And we will consider that we are in a top management line and we receive this type of report each day. Our sample is quite little one, but in reality we know that there are reports with thousands of rows and transactions. So it's very difficult to work in such tables until you work with filters. So to use filter, we must go to Data tab, and there we have on the Sort and Filter tab, mini tab, we have the button Filter. So as Excel told us, filter will turn on filtering for the selected cells. In other words, if we click the headline of our table and push filter, you see that the drop down buttons appears in our headline, meaning that now I can select for each column how many filters I need. To come back to our initial table, we just need to click again the filter button, and as you can see, the drop down menus disappear. Also, if I will select the third row and I will click filter, you see that the filter will appear in the third row, which is not so good because we always want to filter on the headline. In this way we avoid losing data. So I will click again row 3 and select filter to unselect our cells. Let's start to play with some information from our sales report. Let's say that this is the sales report that we obtained from our employees. As you can see, we have many salespersons. We gave them some random name. It's Matt, David, Scott, and Jim. And they sold some products, food, accessories, and drinks, clothes, and such things. We have some customers, invoice number, quantities, turnover, and cost of goods. Basically, the sales reports are with many tables, many columns, but for us it's enough to understand the process. So first of all, I will click on the headline and I will put filter. Now, in the first phase, we want to see how many transactions got David. So we will go to column H, where we have the salesperson name. We'll click on the drop down, and then we have some menu, this menu, where we can select or unselect all the options that the filter found on our table for our columns. So in our case we have 4 persons and I need to see David results. I can also match another salesperson, so we have 2 now, or even all, but all is basically used on the second filter, and I will show you in a couple of minutes. So for now we'll select David, click OK, and as you can see we have two transactions. So the table it's now smaller and contains only transactions completed by David. When we want to make, let's say, another filter in this smaller table of David, we can go to another column, let's say date, and we want to see the transactions that were in the first quarter. In our case, we will unselect and we'll click March and click OK. And again, Excel show us only the transactions from Q1. Now, if we want to come back to our big table, we just click on the headline and select filter. Click on filter button. Now, we can play with different filters on our tables. I will click again the filter, and this time I will try to filter the product line, but I need to see the food category and also the drinks category. So as you can see, we have two selected options from our total of 4. Click OK, and now I see food and drinks. And we can also play with other column filter. For example, how many food and drinks transactions got met, and unselect all and then click on met. So now I can also click the filter anyway in other cells when it comes about remove filters. So I don't need to be on the first line. Let's say again filter, and now when I want to remove the filter, I can be located in any other cells row. The filter will disappear.